Skyblock, the game with endless progression and tasks that people are always trying to improve their Skyblock abilities in. One of the main ways you can go from dealing no damage to hundreds of thousands is from dedicating some time into your accessory bag. In this video I will go over different talismans there are, why they are important, how you can obtain them. We will look at early game through to the middle game and the different benefits of each one. I am trying to push to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so if you could subscribe it would be greatly appreciated. Enjoy the rest of the video. So, before we dive into specifics, let's quickly go over what talismans are and why they're so crucial in Hypixel Skyblock. Talismans are powerful accessories that provide various bonuses and buffs to your character. They can enhance your damage, defense, speed, and even boost your mining and farming abilities. In short, they're an essential part of any well-rounded Skyblock arsenal. They give you magical power score, and with this score you can unlock improved abilities to your account. With the helping hand of the Thaumaturgist, you can select a power stone of your choosing to boost your account in multiple ways. For example, I have the Bloody Power equipped and this boosts my damage, intelligence and crit damage, whereas if we look at the Adapt Power abilities, it will boost my health, defense and intelligence. Another cool trick with the Thaumaturgist is if you go down to the bottom of the menu you can tune your stats, providing further boosted stats. For every 10 magical power you receive 1 stat tuning point, so it is important to get as high of a magical power as you can. Each rarity of talisman will provide you a different amount of magical power, with the common being the least at just 3 magical power, and mythic being the most, providing you with 22 magical power. It is important to note that your magical power increases, so does the buff from your power stone. Alright, let's kick things off with an early game talismans. These are relatively easy to obtain and will give you a solid foundation to start your journey. First of all, you are going to need to unlock the accessory bag, which is unlocked by reaching Redstone Collection 2. Pretty easy so far. From here you'll be allocated 3 slots. However, for early game players it is essential to have as many redstone minions on their island as possible so that you can start unlocking as many slots as possible to hold more talismans. For an example, at Redstone Collection 10 you unlock 21 slots, which will give you a massive boost and will require 200,000 redstone obtained to reach. So step 1, get working on those minions. At the early game stage you are limited to what talismans you can achieve, however the easiest ones to obtain first will be the Zombie, Skeleton, Village Affinity, Mine Affinity, Intimidation, Scavenger talismans. All of these talismans can be picked up from the Adventurer. All of these talismans are common, so once you're equipped, you will be provided with a magical power of 18. This means you already have 1 stat tuning point. The next set of talismans that are important to pick up are the talismans related to collection. A lot of these talismans are super easy to unlock and easy to craft, so getting them as soon as possible will help you massively with your progression. A link to a Skyblock wiki will be in the description so you can go through them yourself and knock them off one by one, but some of the easiest options to do early game are the Farming Talisman at Wheat Collection 4, the Vaccine Talisman at Potato 3, Talisman of Coins at Emerald 2, Magnetic Talisman at Emerald Collection 3. If you unlock all of these, this will put your overall magical power at 32, leaving you with 3 stat tuning points. Moving on to Slayers, once you hit Zombie Slayer 2 you can craft the Uncommon Zombie Ring. It is important to mention this is an upgrade from the Zombie Talisman, and once you equip it then you will no longer get your magical power from the Zombie Talisman, so you can remove this from your accessory bag. From Spider and Wolf Slayer 1 you can craft the Spider Ring, which is a rare talisman, and the Red Claw Talisman. So the talismans you get from Slayers will provide you with an extra 15 magical power once you have removed that Zombie Talisman. It is important to upgrade your talismans as it will increase your magical power. Although you lose the power from the previous ones you had, it will benefit you overall. The higher rarity of the talisman, the more impactful it will be to you. So in total, once you obtain all of the talismans I have listed for new early game players, you'll be looking at around 50 magical power and 5 stat tuning points. Now let's move on to the early mid and mid game players. Moving on to the mid game talismans. By this point you should have a decent collection, and now we'll focus on getting those harder ones to reach. To start, you should be looking at all of your collections and trying to reach all of the talismans that you can unlock. At this stage you will also start having some spare money to go to the auction house to buy rarer talismans that are harder to drop, or the talismans you haven't quite unlocked. At this stage you should be looking on Skycrypt, where there will be a link in the description at the cheapest talismans you need to unlock, and work on getting them or buying them from the auction house. Some examples of story-based talismans which cannot be crafted or bought, which you should be working on, include the Ring of Love from Romero and Juliet, the Frozen Chicken Talisman by doing the chicken race on the Jerry Island when it is Christmas in Skyblock, the Bat Person Ring and the advancements from it in Spooky Fest. On the wiki there are more quest-based talismans that you can receive. At the mid-game you'll also start having the opportunity to work through the dungeon talismans such as Treasure Talisman and Scarf Studies, which will provide dungeon-based stats. An important note is recombobulating your talismans will upgrade its rarity, but this is more of a late game stage because at the earlier stage there is more ways you can utilise your talismans without spending that much money on one talisman. If you found this guide helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more epic Skyblock content. Also let us know in the comments which talisman talismans you're more excited to get your hands on. This is everything from me today, and peace.